All right, let's continue. So in the last video, we successfully connected our application, our Flutter application to the Firebase application. Now we are good to go. All right, first thing, let's go back to our Firebase console. So here we need to come on the build here, and then the first thing that we're going to add is authentication. Okay, so let's click on authentication. Okay, so for this purpose, we are going to use email and password sign in. Okay, so here you have a lot of auths that we can use. Now we just want to use email and password, so let's just enable this and then save it. All right, authentication is out of the way. Now we have it over here. Next, let's go back to build, and then let's go in the Firestore database. So there is Firestore database, and then there is real-time database. Okay, so real-time database was kind of the first generation, and then they introduced Firestore. So Firestore they work almost the same, but there's just kind of different how you query. But Firestore is like more robust and it's got more complicated queries, and it's the newest one, which in my opinion is the best one. Okay, so we are going to use Firestore database, and then we're going to use, later on we will also include functions. Okay, but for now let's just use let's import Firestore. So let's click over here, then we have Firestore loading, so let's just wait. All right, now let's just create the database. So here you need to create the database here, so you can choose the location here. Maybe the best thing is to choose the one closest to you, but for me, I'm just far away from all of these. I'm in Africa, in Zambia, so I just go with the default here. Okay, so let's click next, and then here you can start in production and in test mode. So if you click here in test mode, it's going to show that this in 30 days it's going to expire. You have to put the rules. Okay, so what I'm going to do is let's just start in standard in a production mode. So by default we're going to say allow read write if false. Okay, so this does not allow any read to the database. Okay, that is the first rule that we have. So let's go ahead and click create. All right, our database is creating. Okay, now we have our database created, which is empty. Okay, so here the first thing that we have to do is let's go to the rules, which is where we are going to be working on a lot. Okay, so here the rule that we have here is allow read write if false. Okay, this means that everything is not allowed to, we are not allowed to read in everything here. Okay, so we need to, if we change this to if true, then anyone can read the database. Okay, so I'm gonna change it to true and then just publish. Okay, so for now now it's saying that it's just warning us there your security rules that are defined as public, so anyone can still modify or delete in your database. Okay, because we have changed this to true, so anyone with the application, they can read the entire database, which is this database. Okay, we will come back to this. Okay, so we have cloud Firestore, and then we have the open rules, which is currently the same with our application. When we click here, a user just goes inside and they can read everything here. Okay, they can create a task, they can also just see all project, they can check the inventory, everything, which means if we have a database, in this case our rules will be exactly like this. True, anyone can see anything, which is what you don't want in the application. Okay, now Firestore is out of the way. Let's go back to build again, and then the next thing that we're going to add is storage. Okay, we're going to add the functions later on. Okay, so let's go to storage. Okay, so storage also, so to use storage you need to upgrade. Okay, So we need to upgrade. Right now we are on a Spark plan, which is no cost at all. Okay, so now let's just quickly update, because we will work also with Firebase storage. We want to be updating images, uploading things in storage. Okay, so let's click on upgrade. Okay, so if you don't have any Firebase account, it can guide you here to create. So here I've got my billing account, my map account, my map account. So if you don't have any of these, you can just quickly click create, and then it's going to create your billing account. Okay, so I'm going to go on a Blaze plan, which is there's nothing scary here, guys. If you click on full pricing, as for the course of this course, until we finish, we're not going to incur any of these costs. Okay, you need to have a lot of reads for you to get even up to here. Okay, so it says that this cost is for hosting. You can see that it's showing us, and then authentication, you can see that there is no cost. Okay, and then cloud Firestore, you can see that for 1 GB there's no cost. Through all these costs, we are not going to get up to this. Okay, cloud functions, you can see no cost for 2 million functions per month, which there is no way we can get up to. And then after that, you get 0.4 per million cloud function. Okay, so the storage, which is what made us to upgrade, so the cost is going to get started only after we store everything after 5 GB. After we run after 5 GB, that's when we're going to have 0.026 per GB. Okay, so throughout all these costs, there is no way we're going to be incurring any cost. Okay, but if you are in production, obviously you are going to have a lot of users, a lot of people are going to be using your app. That's when you are going to be getting to have the cost, but which is good. More users on your application, which means it's doing okay. Okay, so that's it about the cost. So we can go ahead and just go to the pay as you go. I'm just gonna select my billing account. Okay, and then here you can set a budget so that it warns you. So over here, I'm just gonna quickly set a $10 budget, so you see that you will get an email at 5. Okay, if it gets half of this, I'm going to get an email that your budget is almost okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna click continue. Great, now that this is done, I'm just now going to click on link cloud billing account. Okay, let's click on. So it looks like my billing account has reached its maximum limit. Okay, so to fix this, I need to create another billing account. Okay, but for you guys, I don't think you have this problem, because you might be doing this for the first time, some of you. Okay, so to fix this, I'm just not gonna go back here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just cancel, and then just click upgrade again, and then here I'm going to create a new billing account. Okay, so create here. So here I need to select my country and the currency. So let's just click confirm. Now here this is important. You have to say to enter your card details here. Okay, so I'm just gonna, this is my card, I'm just gonna quickly confirm and purchase here. So you see I've got that billing account as Firebase payment. Okay, so now here it's gonna ask me again for that. I'm gonna put the same one, and then I'm just gonna press continue. Now I will link it again. Okay, let's see now it will fail. So you can see that now I've successfully linked my billing account. Okay, now I'm on Blaze plan, pay as you go. I'm gonna click done over here. Okay, now we can open it as get started here storage. So let's click it. Then this one is going to select the standard as the same one that I picked for the cloud Firestore. Okay, so I'm going to leave this the same way as they are, and then I'm just going to click continue. And then even this one, let's start in a production mode. Okay, let's click create. All right, now we have successfully also created storage. Next, we also navigate to storage rules. From here, we can see that by default, it's also allow read, write if true. For storage now, let's just quickly only allow people to read storage if they are authenticated, okay? So this does not allow anyone to read our storage, okay? Okay, anyway, for now, let's also say allow read, write if true, okay? Anyone can read our storage, okay? So let's publish this. Okay, again, it has given us a warning that this rule means that everyone can read our storage. Okay, great. So now we have authentication, Firebase database, Firebase storage. Okay, great. So I think we're gonna end this video right here. Let's just skip it for these Firebase methods here. So yeah, thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. So in the next video now, we're gonna get started in our application. To be first, we'll of course start with authentication, and then after that we are going to start with saving user data, and then also reading data from Firestore, but now with starting to change the rules and everything. Okay, thank you guys, and see you in the next video.